If you put me on the map,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another day of me playing GTA 5 Grand RP. I think this is day 18. I'm gonna check. I don't think it matters. Um, yeah, it's day 18. Today I'm gonna be working as in the truck industry. Not that better because if I say trucking, it sounds like the T is sounds like an F. So that is the case. I watched the video today. It made me sad. You know, we are growing old. Generation Z is growing old. I don't know. I feel sad at the same time. I saw a video. I'm gonna link it in the description. Talking about our generation is going to get pushed out of the gaming industry because Alpha is going to take over. So hopefully, everybody that's born in Alpha, I don't know the specific statistics, but 30% of the kids, their parents don't have them by accident. I'm sorry. I have to tell you the truth before you find out the wrong way, 30% of you do a mistake. Because they give you an iPad when you were younger to keep from crying. Yeah, so I'm gonna come back later and talk about some shit that no one cares about and probably take away a few of your brain cells. Bye bye. Okay, I am back. I don't know what to talk about. It's just things don't. Well, things are going back to normal, except for the people dying every day on the other side of the world. Everything else is going back to normal. It's going to be the same thing for the next few months. I'm going to college, coming home, doing homework, doing this. No, things are going back. It's been a while since someone close to me died. Like what? About 4 months ago, I had family members back to back to back to back to back. Like 6 or 7 people died back to back to back. Am I? Shit. Oh, this thing is terrible at braking. And like, my man. Yeah, so a lot of people dying. I mean, they're in a better place, right? So I read an article today about the global warming. Uh, Now I don't know what to believe, man. Last I heard, you know that thing where you pay overseas companies to plant trees? Last I checked on that thing, um, they're not planting trees overseas. They just take money from multiple people. Then they're not planting trees. They're doing something else with the money. So it's not considered a carbon reduction. Companies still get the carbon reduction thing, you know? I don't know how to word it the right way with that. So the article today was talking about how what is it, private and public sectors donated put a lot of money towards that, like reducing carbon at least as much as possible. But what is the other one? Capital ventures are not. Like, they only put 9% towards that. The article or the report is trying to make people aware of that and pushing for capital ventures to put more money towards global warming stuff. You know that happened, and I saw a video today that making me feel old, even though I'm not old. I'm one of the like I'm from I think the last few years of Gen X. So Gen X is from 19 what is it 1990, right? I don't know, from there to 2005. And I was born in the last year. Again, I could have been born in. And they're saying, we're getting old, and this is how the millennials must have felt when we took over the world, like the entertainment crap. Not all of it, but whatever. Like, I'm gonna link the video. I don't know how to explain it. Made me feel sad, man. Time is passing us by, and okay, my man. But I better not be blocking my road. Oh, yeah, but one thing I can say is, I guess road has improved a lot. But for some reason, my E's are getting, or E's are sounding like, right? And it's like they're cutting out. I don't know what that is. Like, do I cut out the bass so much or something? I don't know. So when I say trucking, the T sounds like an F. So that's a problem. Not a big one, but my audio quality has improved. That's a big one. Not a lot of cutouts. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I'm just doing this shit for fun, and I have a Power sitting on my laptop. I'm not playing that shit. I don't want to focus on too many games at a time. I already, oh no, okay. I don't know what that was, man. So I already play like 2 different gotcha games, and when I post something that's not related to my like games, I get at least 200 views, right? But when I post something that's related to games, I get nothing. What's up with that, man? Am I that bad of a gamer? It- I know my commentary is short. No, whatever. I like it, man. I'm trying something new. Like we have a okay, hell no, I'm not doing that. We have a presentation for my college class. Like we have to go like stand at the front of the room and talk about a topic and explain it to the people. And we have to do that. And I already picked up a feature. I'm rehearsing in my head. It sounds so cool. But when I'm ready to like I can say that shit, I get so nervous, man. I would talk about deepfake technology and how it was improved. And how, like, one picture of you, full body picture of you on the internet can fuck your entire life up. That's how bad it is, God. Deepfake technology is one of the worst use of AI, okay? Deepfake technology is one of the worst use cases of AI. Like that's the only thing that can give AI technology a bad rep. When you bring in some random guy in his basement can basically take the face of an influential person and do some weird stuff with it, like with the stuff that happened with Taylor Swift. And that's like, okay, that's like big stuff. Big stuff is not big. But, so you're applying for a job, and one of your, like, and there's like 10 other people applying for a job. Out of the 10 people, one person is like decently tech savvy. If they could get a picture of you on social media and like use deepfake technology, you'll lose that job. Okay, that like it's gone. Like it's ruining your reputation. And this is like a thing that's gonna change. What is it called? Legislation towards AI. You know, stuff like this can damage reputation of people that you don't want to mess with. And mess with the top 1%. They're more likely to do something about whatever is happening with AI right now. If you mess with some poor guy. So if you don't want something to change, don't mess with the top 1%. But if you do want some kind of legislation, just make weird crap for like top 1%, and they will like go on that. So you have to make legislation that makes it so people can identify right away if it's AI or not, and they should get sued because oh my game is frozen. People really disconnect. Well, right, ladies and gentlemen, something happened here. It is a very sad day. So I'm gonna pause myself and see if I can fix it. As I thought, we ran into a problem, ladies and gentlemen. Um, my game crashed for some reason, and I don't know what the reason is. So what were we talking about? The derivative of AI that is known as deepfake technology is one of the worst iterations of AI used. I mean, deepfake, when we look back, deepfake has existed long before AI, right? AI has also been around long before the developments made now, right? AI is basically an iteration of AI would be autocorrect, some people say, right? Deepfake before was using voice changers, which also had some influence of the original AI technology, right? Like the before all the developments were made. So that's one thing. But deepfake before like before AI looked like people wearing the same clothes as someone else, trying to pretend to be them, right? Like voice, the way they talk, right? But now it's I talked about this before, right? Like mentioned it a little bit, like how deepfake technology is going to bring out a new generation of scammers that's going to scam everybody, old, young, bad, mad, babies, sperms, everybody, man, scam everybody. And this is big, man. What else was I talking about? That is not that. And I forgot what else I was talking about. I don't know what I was talking about. Hey, I'm waiting for the whatever podcast to just like for me right now. You're looking at this a week from now, which is at 8. So yeah, I like watching podcasts now. Fuck short content, man. Fuck all people. I'm telling you, TikTok ruin content forever. Okay, destroyed. Like, oh yeah, I also wanted to talk about something we brought up in my college class, right? The top 1%, right? Look at how their kids are raised, right? Do you ever see how the top 1% kids are raised? You see it, you would see what they're doing, man. They're not doing the same thing as fucking middle class poor people, you know? They do not give their kids technology at a young age. No, the kids are not on social media. Instead of social media, they're giving their like this cram knowledge into their brains so they don't turn out like well, when you say the poor class, there's no difference between the poor class and um, what is it? Another way to say the hell? If he shoots me, you know, I need to rewatch Naruto, man. Every time I watch Naruto, the shit made me cry. Okay, I got all my emotions that I locked away back when I watched Naruto. Naruto was a goat, man. I learned how to care from that. Believe it or not, the word Oh, like what is it? Friendship, friendship jutsu right there. That's a Naruto power. Friendship jutsu, man. So, so rich people, they don't let their kids use social media or anything like that at all. Or they raise their top 1%. I'm not talking about like I don't know if the 10% do that too, but like we were talking about in class, and our professors like asked how does the richest, the top 1% raise their kids? Do they let their kids go on social media? They're like no, like the top 1% don't let their kids, young kids go near social media. So when you're younger, you pick up certain things fast, right? You are malleable, and when you see a whatever you on YouTube, and if it ends up being like bad, and there's no parent supervision, okay, most kids go on their iPad. There's no parent supervision, okay? Parent supervision, like, there's no point of looking at what your kid sees after like he fully kind of like consumes the content, okay? One thing you caught, like your kid watching like some K-pop shit. Not K-pop. K-pop is a bad example. I don't know. There's some bad content on YouTube. Okay, could be considered soft porn. Yeah, my C's also sounds like P's, so that it could like. So hopefully, I say all this crap, and when I do end up having kids, I don't make the same mistake. You can make a huge impression on kids when they're younger. But when they get older, you can't do the same thing. And it's the same thing with education. When they're younger, they will pick up certain knowledge, certain things faster than others, like when they get older. Right? Like I'm pretty sure there's a study done that shows that as you grow, get older, it's harder for you to develop the conventions that or whatever, man. I don't know. Go search it up yourself. So hopefully, my Generation X, the ones who are deciding to have kids, learn because like, Generation Alpha is whose kids are those. Those are Generation X and some people from the millennial age too, right? Something about the education. Like there's a thing, that report, the yearly report that looks at the education of each country. And the United States is not doing so hot on that thing. You know, social media rots our brains. I can keep talking about it. I mean, for some reason, when news sources and say um, games, kids are violent because of games, well, they can't. For some reason, they're not saying social media rots your mind. That's not really. I don't know, man. Hopefully, like the next generation of parenting changes. As I said, I believe 30% of Gen Alpha were a mistake. That's why you were given an iPad since the day you got popped out. You know, if your parents gave a shit about you, they would not give you an iPad and actually like spend time with you. They more try to chase their careers than. So now that's unfair, right? Like when I say that, I have to think about what about people who have to live paycheck to paycheck because the economy right now is very. It's like the rent is too high, but at the same time, there's can be arguments that can be made that why don't you change your lifestyle instead of eating out every day? Why don't you eat out once a month and instead of eating out, save that so you don't have to live paycheck. That's a good. That is like biggest thing, right? People are unwilling to do that. Like, yes, it's a hard time, so cut back on the expenses, but not. People will not make money to do that. Like, you know, only thing I want to say, you know, man, you know the way. You shouldn't be a Naruto dad, okay? Naruto is the like, he has so much responsibility, he doesn't have time for his own kids, and you have to lead an entire village, and you just have to do a 9 to 5 job, and I mean, even when you get nannies, right? What happens? Like, I think the babysitting job has to change. Like professional babysitters, instead of giving her when they cry, instead of giving them an iPad, they like fucking start like a word book or something. The top word puzzles, man. You know, instead of just sitting on their phone on social media, they could just like, they're getting money for watching a kid. I know sometimes it is difficult, but okay, I don't know what else to say. You have to teach your kids modesty and how to behave. And that's why most of the teachers are complaining, right? Like the kids who are going into kindergarten and shit, they have no respect. They think like their actions don't have consequences. This all goes back same thing. iPad and discipline. Well, now discipline is more like abuse. There's a difference between discipline and domestic abuse. Okay. Hopefully that didn't go through, man. Tough. And I think it's okay to live on the minimum, you know. It's okay to not have everything, you know. Like most of our lives are just starting. It's not like the rest of your life is gonna be this, right? If you make an active like willingness to change your situation, you're not gonna live like that forever, right? You just have to, fuck it, whatever. With me, I'm hanging out with my friends a lot more, you know, talking to people, and that's a very important thing, socializing. How much money? 15 K. The hell? And, good for me. So I want to level up to level 3, man. It's gonna take a long time. Each run, if I do the transportation, takes me about 5 minutes to go back and forth if I don't crash. Yeah. Hopefully we don't raise Gen. What is it? I don't know if Gen Alpha is over. Whatever's after Gen Alpha, so we hopefully we don't raise them like that. Because Gen Alpha was raised wrong. So this is how you die. Like if I get in collision with the first. But we're going on a trip, me and my friends. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I didn't get my driver's license yet. Hopefully I get it like this week so I can drive. But I think I downloaded that shit too. So so there's a blueprint that's been set. Not to raise your kids. So follow people. Okay. It will do a lot for you. And I think it's time for society to see the difference between domestic abuse and discipline, or uh, or there's no point of raising kids in the United States because without discipline, you get what happened right now. And I just read a lot of news. I mean, I didn't question anything or whatever, man. I think that wasn't loud. Shit. So me and my friends, not that one. Oh, 'cause this is a different thing. One of my friends, we were talking about like the paradox. The paradox. There's a paradox between the world right now because of the United States and Russia. We both have nuclear weapons. The instability paradox. The paradox basically, two sides are so big that if we get to war, then power this World War III will start like that this time. It's either Russia, China, or like a group of small nations. You know? Okay, people, it's time for me to run away with the last few brain cells you guys had. Hopefully, I succeed so I could increase my intelligence because I'm lacking that trick right now. Um, Sometimes I question my own sanity too. You know, thank you for your last few brain cells. Dislike, unsubscribe, ring the doorbell, and do your own research because I may be wrong. I mean, I'm always wrong. And I don't think that AI can imitate me because I'm an idiot. And I don't think AIs are designed to imitate idiots. All I'm out of here, people. Bye-bye.
I'll put you in the ground.